Hey space explorers, I'm Luna, your junior astronaut, and today we're blasting off on a super fun adventure through the solar system. Whoosh, buckle your seatbelts. Because in the next 12 minutes we'll discover 12 mind-blowing space facts that will make you say, wow. Ready? Let's ignite our rockets and zoom toward the first amazing planet. Our very own Earth. Stay tuned. The journey is just beginning. First stop. Our home planet Earth. Did you know Earth is the only planet we know that has liquid water everywhere? Imagine a giant blue marble floating in space, with oceans covering 71% of its surface. Like a massive splashy bathtub splash sound. And guess what? Earth's atmosphere is like a cozy blanket that keeps us warm and lets us breathe. It also makes beautiful rainbows after a rainstorm. Isn't that amazing? Now that we've soaked up Earth's wonders, let's hop over to its tiny, crater-covered neighbor, the Moon, ready for a lunar leap. Welcome to the Moon, Earth's trusty sidekick. Even though it looks small, the Moon is huge, about 2,700 kilometers across, which is like stacking 3 Eiffel Towers side by side. Ding. Here's a fun fact: a day on the Moon lasts 27 Earth days, so the sun rises and sets very slowly, like a sleepy giant stretching. And did you know the Moon's surface is covered in fine powder called regolith, which feels like dusty flour? Astronauts left footprints that could stay there for millions of years because there's no wind to erase them. Ready to hop farther? Our next destination is the red, dusty world of Mars. Let's roll. Zooming to the red planet, Mars. Mars is home to the tallest volcano in the solar system, Olympus Mons, which is 3 times taller than Mount Everest. Imagine a mountain so big you could stack 3 skyscrapers on top of each other and still have room to play. Boom. Mars also has a thin atmosphere made mostly of carbon dioxide, so its sky looks a dusty orange at sunset, just like a giant cinnamon swirl. And guess what? Scientists think ancient rivers once flowed there, leaving behind dried-up riverbeds. Could there have been Martian fish? Who knows? Our next stop is the giant gas ball, Jupiter. Get ready for a colossal surprise. Whoa, here comes Jupiter, the king of planets. Jupiter is so massive that over 1,300 Earths could fit inside it. Imagine a giant beach ball that could hold a whole city of playgrounds. Whoosh. Its most famous feature is the Great Red Spot, a storm bigger than Earth that has been raging for at least 350 years. That's like a never-ending whirlpool of colorful clouds. Jupiter also has 79 moons, including Ganymede, the biggest moon in the solar system, big enough to have its own tiny oceans. Ready for some sparkling rings? Let's glide to the next wonder, Saturn, where the rings are truly magical. Behold Saturn, the planet with the most dazzling bling in the solar system. Its rings. Saturn's rings are made of billions of icy rocks, some as tiny as a grain of sand, and others as big as a house. If you could line them up, they'd stretch over 280,000 kilometers, longer than the distance from New York to Los Angeles. Ding. And guess what? Saturn isn't the only planet with rings, but theirs are the most spectacular, like a cosmic hula hoop. Plus, a day on Saturn lasts just about 10.5 Earth hours, so the planet spins faster than a merry-go-round. Ready for a sideways world? Next, we'll tilt over to Uranus, the planet that rolls like a barrel. Now we're rolling into Uranus. The sideways planet Uranus tilts over 98 degrees, so it spins like a rolling ball rather than standing upright. Imagine a planet doing cartwheels in space. Whoosh. Because of this tilt, each pole gets 42 years of continuous sunlight, then 42 years of darkness. Talk about a long night. Uranus also has faint rings made of dark rocks, and its atmosphere is a swirl of blue-green methane gas, giving it a beautiful teal glow. And here's a cool fact: its moons are named after characters from Shakespeare and Alexander Pope, like Titania and Oberon. Ready for the windiest world? Let's blast to Neptune, where storms roar like ocean waves. Welcome to Neptune, the blue giant of the outer solar system. Neptune has the strongest winds of any planet, speeding up to 2,400 kilometers per hour, faster than a supersonic jet. Whoosh. Those winds create huge dark spots, like giant stormy freckles on the planet's face. Neptune also has a moon called Triton, which is so cold it could freeze your breath in an instant. Its surface is covered in nitrogen ice, and because Neptune is so far from the sun, a year there lasts 165 Earth years. So you'd need a time machine to celebrate a birthday. Ready for the brightest star of our adventure? Let's shine a light on the sun, our very own stellar superhero. Here comes the superstar, Our sun, the sun, is a massive ball of hot plasma, burning at 15 million degrees Celsius in its core. That's hotter than any oven on Earth. Imagine a pizza that never cools sizzle every second. The sun fuses about 600 million tons of hydrogen into helium, releasing enough energy to power the whole Earth for 1 million years. It also creates sunlight that lets plants grow and gives us daytime. Without the sun, space would be as dark as a nighttime cave. And guess what? The sun is actually a star, just like the twinkling points you see in the night sky. Next, we'll zoom out to see the whole galaxy that houses our sun. Prepare for a cosmic wonder. Whoa, look at the Milky Way, our galactic home. It's a massive spiral of stars, gas, and dust, stretching over 100,000 light-years. So big that light would need 100,000 years to travel from one side to the other. Whoosh, that means if you turned on a flashlight on one edge, the beam would take longer than any human could live to reach the other side. Inside the Milky Way, there are more than 200 billion stars, each with its own story. Our sun is just one tiny spark among them, and hidden among the stars are mysterious objects called black holes. Let's dive into the most mind-blowing one next. Hold on to your helmets. Here comes the ultimate wow moment, a black hole. A black hole is a region where gravity is so strong that even light cannot escape. Imagine a super strong vacuum cleaner that pulls in everything, even your favorite superhero cape. Whoosh, the biggest black hole we know, called Sagittarius A, sits at the center of our Milky Way and is about 4 million times heavier than our sun. Even though we can't see a black hole directly, scientists watch how nearby stars dance around it, like fireflies swirling around a lantern. Isn't that mind-blowing? Our adventure is almost over, but we have one final stop, back home with a big, happy goodbye. We've traveled from Earth to the farthest reaches of space and back. What a spectacular journey! Remember, the universe is full of wonders waiting for curious minds like yours. Keep looking up, ask questions, and maybe one day you'll discover a new fact for the whole world. If you loved our adventure, give this video a big thumbs up, share it with friends, and don't forget to subscribe to Space Explorers for more fun space facts. Hit the bell so you never miss a launch. Thanks for exploring with me, Luna. Until our next cosmic quest, keep dreaming big and reaching for the stars. Cheerful music fades out.